In this presentation, we're going to look at the use of PowerPoint 2013 in creating a basic PowerPoint presentation. The objectives of this learning activity, we're going to look at selecting an appropriate document theme. We're going to see how you can enter titles and text onto the various slides. And then we'll also look at changing the size, color, and style of text. We'll show you how to insert clips and photographs, how to transition from one slide to the next, and then how to view your presentation on your computer, and then how to print your slides and the various options that come with those slides. So before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about the general project guidelines that you should follow when you are creating a PowerPoint presentation. As you create the presentations, first you want to make sure you find the appropriate theme. The overall appearance of a presentation can significantly affect its capability to communicate information clearly. The slide's graphical appearances should support the presentation's overall message. Colors, fonts, and layouts will affect how your audience members perceive and react to the slide content. Then we want to make sure we choose words for each slide. We want to use less is more principle. The less text, the more likely the slides will enhance your speech. So we're going to use the fewest words possible to make a point. And we're going to try to follow the 7 and 7 rule that says you should not have more than 7 lines on a slide, and each line should not have more than 7 words, because we don't want to overwhelm the individuals we are presenting to. Then next one, to format specific elements of the text. Examples of how you can modify the appearance or format of text, including changing its shape, size, and color and position on the slide. We want to keep that in mind. Then we want to determine where to save the presentation. You can store your document permanently or save it on a variety of storage media, including hard disk, USB flash drive, or CD, or also somewhere in the cloud like the Dropbox. Then we're going to look at the best method for distributing the presentation. Presentations can be distributed on paper or electronically. We can print them off and have a hard copy for the individuals, or we can distribute an electronic image in various formats. For example, this example is going to be available on YouTube when we are all finished. So those are kind of the guidelines that we're going to keep in mind as we create our own PowerPoint presentation together. You'll notice that these last 2 slides were very boring and they were only black and white, and I did that for a reason, and hopefully when we do the actual presentation you'll see how all these things, these attributes, play into an effective PowerPoint presentation. Now we are ready to create our own PowerPoint presentation. So from the Start menu, you can see the previous example we had up, but to create a new one we're going to go to File, New, and then this is where we get to pick our theme. So our topic today is going to be about healthy hydration. So we're going to pick this ion theme, and within the ion theme we can change our color, and we're going to go with blue because blue kind of makes you think about water, and we're going to be talking about healthy hydration. So once you choose your theme, you then click Create, and it brings up our first page for us to create, or our first slide for us to create our presentation. So the first slide that this pulls up is called our title slide. If you click on this new slide icon, you can see all the various types of slides that you can create in your presentation. You can create a 3-column one. You can put pictures and graph in. You can do title only. There are so many options that you can use. We're going to stick with the first slide that it gave us, which is our title slide. And what happens is we can click here. This is the title text placeholder label. And if we click on that, it gives us an opportunity to begin typing the name of our presentation. And so this is where I'm going to type healthy hydration. Okay, and some things I want to point out here. You'll notice that these little boxes right here, these are our sizing handles. If I stretch those and move those, they will resize the box that I have here. The next thing we do is, you notice I clicked right on that click to add subtitle, and it automatically took me to the next box and allowed me the opportunity to begin typing. So this is where we're going to type drinking water while exercising. And you'll notice that it put it all in capital letters. So why does it display it in capital letters? Well, the Ion theme uses the all caps effect for the subtitled text. This effect converts lowercase letters to uppercase letters without us even having to use the cap locks or the shift key. So it's just part of the theme. So then we have our title page, and we have healthy hydration, and I want to point out this zoom function to you. Sometimes we need to look at things a little closer to line them up, and you can, right now I'm at 70%. So I can zoom and make it bigger, and then I can go back down to my 70%. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the fonts and the font styles. So there's different formats and fonts and sizes and styles that we are going to take a look at. So if I double click on water, it highlights water. If I triple click on water, it pulls all of this, and I lost it, and it pulls this box here, this formatting box, that allows me to make different changes here. But I'm going to double click again on while, and this is where I can use my I to italicize, and if I click it again, it unitalicises it. I can bold, I can underline, and I can also click them again and put it back the way they were. I'm going to take my word water and make it dark blue to emphasize that we are dealing with water. So now we're going to take a look at adding a new slide to the presentation. So to add a new slide to the presentation, we go to our home button and to our new slide, and we're going to choose the type of slide that we want to add. We're going to choose title and content. All right, so looking at the title and content, we now have two slides over here. The orange indicates that that's the slide we're actually typing on. We now have scroll bars over here where I can scroll up to the first one and I can scroll down to the second one. So we're going to do some things here. We can click to add text. We can click to add title, and that's what we're going to take a look at. So we're going to enter a slide title. So we click here and we're going to type water. Your essential. Then what we're going to do here, it says click to add text. So we click to add text here. It automatically replaces what was there, and we're going to write cushions and protects vital organs. Then what happens if we hit enter, and then if we hit the tab key, we can bullet some more information about our cushions and protects vital organs. So now we're going to type, this is our new second level paragraph. We're going to type transports nutrients and oxygen to cells. And then if you hit enter, it gives us the opportunity to type in another bullet. So this cushion and protects is our first level bullet, and this transports nutrients and oxygen to cells is our second level bullet. So there's many things that we can continue to type in here. And what I want to do now is I'm wanting to create another first level bullet. So to create a first level bullet, I can hit Shift Tab at the same time, and it moves that back one step. And so now I can type regulates body temperature. If I hit enter and tab, it's going to give me another second line, and I'm going to write dehydrated body cannot cool itself. I'm going to hit enter, and if I hit tab again, it brings it in another indentation, and I'm going to type can cause muscle fatigue and heat stroke. So we're creating a new slide, and we're adding bullets, and we're indenting the bullets. So we're adding first level bullets, and we're adding second level bullets, and we even added some third level bullets in here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at selecting a group of words and bolding it. So this cannot cool itself. If you click in front of the C and hold your mouse and highlight it, we can now do what we want to this. So we can do bold. The little window pops up here, but I want to show you can also use the B up here, bold, and it makes it bold letters. We're wanting to emphasize that the body cannot cool itself. So we've taken a look at changing the text a little bit. Now we're going to look at changing slide layouts and changing the theme. So we have two slides here, and we're going to use these two slides, and we're going to see what we can do to change the theme and see what happens. So we have our second slide that is highlighted here, and we're going to take a look at how we can change the theme on this. So to change the theme, we're going to go on our ribbon up here and click on Design, and we can change the theme from here. So I'm going to change it to the green theme here, and you can see it automatically changes all of my slides to that theme. Then I'm going to scroll over here and make it blue so it goes with my theme of hydration. So that's kind of something neat. You can play around and see what the different themes look like and which one's going to best fit your presentation. So I just changed a bunch of themes, and we're going to go back to the variants of the different themes over here. So you can experiment when you're in creating a PowerPoint presentation and kind of see what happens. All right, now let's take it back to our original Ion theme with our blue variant. And we're going to add a couple more slides here and look at a few other things that PowerPoint has to offer. Keep in mind that we're just looking at some of the very basic things that PowerPoint has to offer. All right, so we're going to go to the home, and we're going to click a new slide. And on this slide, we're going to click and add the title only slide. And you'll notice it automatically put it in the bottom, or it put it in the middle because of where I was clicked, but I can hold that and I can drag it down and it will reorder them. So my slide 3 title is going to be Begin Workout with Plenty of Water. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at my new slides. I'm going to kind of change this a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of comparison. So comparison layout desired for slide 4 is right here. That's my comparison layout. So slide 4, we're going to add a new one, and this is going to be our comparison layout one. So in this one, what we're going to do is we're going to type keep replenishing fluid levels. And then we're going to add a couple of items that we can compare here. So this first one we're going to do while exercising. And we're going to compare it to after exercising. Okay, and this while exercising, we're going to include 10 ounces every 20 minutes. And our after exercising is going to have 8 ounces, and we're talking about water, within 30 minutes. Now we're going to take a look at putting photos into our PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so now we're going to insert a picture. So we're going to go to Insert and we're going to choose online pictures. Okay, so we're going to type in the word water, and it's going to pull up all of these water bottles, water, so many different pictures, 1,000 search results. We're going to find one that we want to put into our PowerPoint presentation. So I'm going to choose this one down here with my workout girl, exercising female with water. So I'm going to click it and I'm going to insert it. And she's going to be here. And we're going to go in and we're just going to put some pictures in, and then we're going to come back and reorganize them. So then I go to my second one and I want to put a picture in here. So I'm going to do insert online picture, and now I'm going to type water bottle. And this one here is the one I want to insert to this slide. Now I'm going to go to my last slide here, and we're going to show you how to insert a picture using a placeholder. This is a placeholder because there's a place for me already to put my picture. So I'm going to click on online pictures, and I'm going to type in woman bottled water. And I come up with a couple of women there with bottled waters, and I'm going to choose this one and insert it, and it automatically puts it right there. Then I'm going to go to this one, online pictures, and I'm going to type in men exercises hydration. Okay, so we found some men exercises. And so we'll just pick the first one that's there and we'll insert it. And so it inserted it into our placeholder there. So now we're going to go in and we're going to resize our pictures. So if you click on the picture, these arrows allow us to resize our pictures. So I can resize them and put them anywhere. So I'm going to make her a little bit smaller and put her at the beginning of my healthy hydration. I can also move this around if I want to. You can pretty much do anything you want. I can even move this over and move this box over, and you see the nice little lines that show up to help it's even, and I can put her right in front of it. Then I'm going to go to my water bottle, and we're going to resize my water bottle, and I want this guy, I'm going to make him a little bit smaller, and I'm going to put him all the way over here on the right. Make him a little bit smaller, pull him up some, so I'm just clicking on it and dragging the water bottle. And then if I click on the last one, I can make these bigger if I want. I can make them smaller if I want, and I can just kind of organize them however I best feel to do that. So now we have our 4 different slides. We've shown you how to insert pictures. I want to show you a couple of different views here. If you click on this little icon down here on the right, it pulls these up to where you can see them in a little different view. And you can also click, hold, and drag them and change the order of your slides if you feel like you need to. And then you click on it again and it goes back to the normal view. If you're wanting to show the presentation, you click on this little icon down here that says slideshow, and on the click it changes slides. Something that we didn't show you is how to do a transition. So I want to kind of show you some transitions. So if you click on the transition page, you can choose how these are going to come in. Are they going to wipe in like that? They can split in. See how it shows up? You can do reveal. You can do random bars. So I'm going to keep that one at random bars. I'm going to go down to my last one and make it reveal. And then we're going to go to our first slide. Look at the slideshow and see what happens now when we go from one to the next. See how that appears and then how this one transitions in. So we can change how they transition from one slide to the next. On this last one, you can also change what comes in and if they come in on different clicks. So we have some animations. So I can click on this here and I can click fly in. And so you see how that flies in? So if I go back to my presentation, I click through my slides. Notice this next slide just shows my title, and if I click again, the information I want just flies in as I need it and as I can talk about it. So then the last thing I want to show you is how to save it. You can go to File, Save As, and then you can choose where you want to save it, and you can choose the name. And then I want to show you how to print. So you can go to File, and you can go to Print, and it's going to give us some different options at printing. Right now it's going to print all 4 slides separately. You can choose an outline view. You can choose 2 slides per page, the ever popular 3 slides per page with lines so students can take notes, or I can put all 4 on one page. Then you can choose to have it print one side or both sides. You can choose to have it print in color if you wish, and then you can choose where you want it to print to. And I'm not going to print it exactly at this time. The other thing that you can do is you can export it. So I'm going to keep it where it's at, and I'm going to hit export, and this is how you create a PDF file. A lot of times we create PDF files so students can print them and look at them, but they can't make any alterations. So that is our how to create a basic PowerPoint. Keep in mind there are many, many other things that you can do with PowerPoint presentations. Hopefully this just gives you an idea and helps you get in and start to play around with PowerPoint and see what else you can figure out that it can do.